Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Cinnamon and Spice Podcast.
All right, we're sweet.
Not a dang thing. I'm Ott.
And I'm Nine.
Yes.
And we back.
We back. Happy Monday, y'all. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope y'all are enjoying this series. Make sure y'all are liking, commenting, subscribing, following, turning those notifications on so you don't miss a video. We appreciate all the support always. But yeah, want to get into, some things. A big part of healing is relapsing. I think people always think healing looks like you don't go back to the old things. You never convert, or you never mess up.
It's not healing's not linear.
Yeah.
It's most definitely
you're gonna have some mistakes. You're gonna relapse on that thing, or that man, or that
not that
whatever the case may be. Because everybody healing from whatever y'all healing from. So sometimes you do relapse, but understanding that only going back to those things every time is a part of it. Because sometimes you got to go back to it to realize
that ain't for you. Mm-hmm.
That's usually when it happens.
So you got to get that ick last time.
And that it's funny. That ick will do it. That ick will do it, baby. You give me that ick. Ooh, I'm like,
I can't even look at you to say, because then you looking in the mirror like, bitch, this what you thought was cool?
Child, that ick. That ick.
Everybody had too much dip on their chip. Yes, you had too much dip on your chip. I had too much dip on my chip.
And people don't even be realizing what type of ick that you give them, that they give you already. And then, you might relapse, and then they do that same thing. And it happens so fast that you like, dang.
That's why I ain't supposed to be
It's
here.
a quick realization. That's
why I ain't supposed to be here.
Never. But it's okay because, like I said, sometimes it makes me feel disgusted about myself. And I have to tell myself, I have to give myself more compassion and not shame myself for these, because it's a part of healing. Relapsing, doing these things again, messing up again. It's all a part of the process. So I have to
embrace it.
Exactly. Yes. You definitely got to just embrace it.
Don't miss what you were supposed to learn so you don't go back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you don't keep going back.
Okay.
Now going back once, okay. Twice. 3 times, baby, you ain't healed. You ain't even healing.
You say you ain't even starting.
You ain't learning nothing over there. You keep going back. We going in the same circles. You gonna keep going through them same tests until you pass it. So yeah, but definitely we always talk about giving yourself grace, and I think that is always a big part of it. So yeah, not shaming yourself is huge, because again, I feel like that's why it can be so ugly. It's the shame that comes with healing from certain things. And I don't think a lot of people be ready for that. Again, it goes back to looking within yourself too. Yeah. A lot of people don't be ready for their realizations.
Because even in that moment of relapse, you gotta look and see, what am I going back for? Yeah. Because sometimes people think it's that missing, but yeah, it's like the comfort. Oh dang, the devil you know versus the one you don't. That kind of feel where it's like, this just, it's familiar. Yeah. And there was a basically a post that showed when you're trying something new, or when you're trying to avoid going through the same paths, you have to keep going. Similar, think
you can't stop.
Yeah, think of it like sand, for example. If you draw a line in the sand one time, the sand's gonna fall back over. But if you keep going through the same path, it gets deeper and deeper, and then that's where you actually get a path growing, and it's easier to go on a different path. That first step off the path that you've already been making for years is always going to be easier to go back to. Kind of and when I was in EMT school, they was talking about when you're in a traumatic situation, the first thing you do is go back to your base, whatever is your basic level of training. So whatever you think of, whatever is felt more normal, that's what you'll go back to first. So some people, they'll see blood, oh my gosh, now I'm freaking out. But then some people, they know oh, I've done this so many times, I know immediately apply pressure. So it's just, even in healing, having to realize okay, there's going to be times where you're brought the same exact scenario, just in a different font, and how you decide to maneuver that is where it's going to be there goes the healed version of yourself that's trying something new or trying to stay on your new path instead of deviating back to what feels easier.
Good,
yeah.
And that's
So
saying a lot right there. Yeah. That's real though. That's real though.
But yeah, so
going back to know where you were saying that, you know, the process of healing isn't linear, because a lot of people do think that. It gets crazy sometimes, because you get, especially depending on how long you've been on whatever healing journey you're on, you get to a point where like everything feels so good. And
bless you.
thank you. And everything been going so good, you feel like you've been doing great, right? And then something comes and triggers you, and like you say, maybe deviates you off that path. And again, I think once you get off that path that you've been on, sometimes getting back on the right one is tough. But finding, like, sometimes it's not always you. Sometimes, I mean, I'm gonna take that back, because at the end of the day, it is you, self-control.
That's you, the drama.
Yeah, you're right. Discipline and all of that. But it's like really
accountability.
Yeah, there we go. Accountability too. And I use that word a lot. Like, but taking accountability, I think that's what kind of be knocking a lot of people off.
Yeah.
They pivot a lot of time because they haven't taken. For a lot of people, it's easy for them to blame any and everybody.
Yeah.
And that's just what's comfortable for them. That's what's been working for them. They not taking no account. They not looking at themselves. And the minute they take some type of accountability, they can't deal with that.
Yeah.
It's hard for them. So they easily go back to blaming everybody else, because really blaming yourself and knowing that you really put yourself in these situations, you can low-key be your worst enemy. That's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. And I have, you know, family members and people in my life who have kind of been on the same cycle for so long. And they talk about healing as well. And I'm like, well, damn, when are you going to get out of this phase?
Yeah.
Because you've been on this phase for so long. You're not really learning nothing.
Yeah.
There's no way you can be. Like, at what point do you do something different so you can have some type of change?
Like, people get stuck on the why they're a certain way that they are. Like, whether that's, oh my gosh, like, my cousin used to beat on me. Okay, cool. Maybe that's your why to why you act a certain way. But, like, when are you going to act differently?
Yeah.
Like,
when are you
at what point are you going to say, like, okay, well, yes, this happened, but now I understand why it prone me to think this way. Because, like, even with the bullying thing, like, okay, I've been bullied, you've been bullied. If I only got stuck on the damn because I was bullied, which is why I need to, like, have my guard up and now, you know, not let nobody in, you'll never let anybody in.
Yeah.
Now, if you're, if you take bullying, okay, yes, I was bullied. Now I understand why I have a hard time letting people in, but now I should go about, okay, you know, realizing that everybody's not the same way.
Right.
Or now I have to okay, it's not to, instead of just putting a Band-Aid on, okay, well, this is why, and being stuck in just the why, move past that.
Yeah.
Like, where do we go after that?
Right. What are you learning from it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that happened to you. Completely understandable. That shaped you to be that way. But from there, what are you learning from that? Because that can shape you in a positive way, a negative way, or a stagnant way. And that, I feel like a lot of people get stuck in that stagnant way, and because it's not extremely negative to them, they don't realize that, yeah, you can keep using that as your why and using that as an excuse, but you're not using that to be a better you.
Yeah.
You using that that's just an excuse.
Like, that's just the first stage. It's like, oh, when they say, acknowledgement is the first step. Okay, like, yeah, we acknowledge it. Okay, we're here. We're in the room. We understand what happened. Now, where do you go past that?
Yeah.
Because you can't always keep using what happened as the reason.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe it is the reason, and not to take away from the reason.
Right.
It's just, damn, at what point do you want to move forward as an individual? Like, there's
you
so
want to
many
stop using that as a crutch.
Yeah, like, exactly. I was just about to say, like, there's so many, like, handicaps, there's so many crutches, like, in life that they'll give you. But it's like, dang, like, you could stay there and be stuck. Or take your ass to damn therapy and then start rebuilding as a person. Or start, like, getting building blocks that move you forward instead of keeping you in the past. Like, don't keep looking back.
Stop overlooking therapy, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, like, some type of form. And it was crazy because it was somebody online the other day saying, like, gym is my therapy. You know, I don't need somebody to tell me. I just go take it out in the gym. As someone who ever goes to the gym, no. Like the gym is good for releasing. I do use the gym to like kind of that self care for me. That does help me. It's a form of therapy for me,
Yeah.
but it's not. I don't get from the gym what I get out of from my actual therapy.
It helps you move that energy, but you're not like it didn't do anything for the root problem.
Yeah.
So it's just another mask. Like
Yeah.
I don't care what your vice is, whether that's some people might drink to avoid the pain, but once you're sober, you're back thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if after you do those like 2 hours in the gym and then you leave, okay, yeah, your muscles are sore, but you still ain't healed from what caused you to go ham on your, you know, in that weight room. So it's really just not. Folks think they can numb their way into being healed or just avoid it, but you can't avoid it. Like you have to, at some point, acknowledge what is causing you pain.
100%. Numbing it is not healing. It's just a little temporary Band-Aid that you're gonna eventually have to
rip off.
Yeah,
you got to clean the wound.
You're gonna have to face that stuff eventually, y'all. So sometimes it's better to face it head on than prolonging it, because as someone who has done that, it makes it worse in the end and harder. So yeah, that was a good point there, Steve. Yeah, because honey,
it's easy to do so. Like
yeah, it is. I use that gym and I be feeling good in that moment, but that doesn't completely dissolve or whatever is fully going on mentally with me or emotionally. So sometimes I do need to just get my shit off, whether it's to my therapist or calling you or whoever the case may be.
Yeah.
Just need to get that off.
Journaling, something like get it. You got to move it somewhere.
Something.
Because even I like to think about like when I originally started like my fitness journey, it was out of a place of like trying to like the underlining reason on why I went was more so like trying to prove that like I was something that I wasn't. But it never, like even after the fact, I was like, okay, well this problem is still here. So although I wanted to use gym as an outlet and it felt great going, I loved like what it was doing for me on the physical, but internally it didn't heal what I thought it was going to heal. So that's why I like, after I got a certain result, I ended up not going as much or didn't like I ended up falling in the sense of, oh, now you got to go back. Now you got to relearn this. But it's because my reason on going wasn't necessarily a good reason to start. So being that was the route that I had took, it was like, now you're okay, yeah, now you're fit, now you look amazing, but this still going on, so now what? So it just it didn't fix the problem you thought it was gonna fix.
And I don't think a lot of people realize that that's the reason why the gym ain't to fix something. And I think that I kind of was today years old learning that too. Like, yeah, it ain't fix nothing because the reason you went in here was not even for the right reason. Like, if you go get back in the gym, focus. That's really focusing on. Yes, it can help mentally, but that's more so your physical. Yeah. You know, that's good. But if you dealing with your physical is not directly impacting your mental.
Yeah.
And people try to use the gym as an easy scapegoat. And like I said, I've been guilty of it too. But I think more people definitely do that and don't realize it. That, yeah, I go to the gym, you know, I'm going to just work it out. Okay, but then you work it out and then you just don't say nothing about it. But you still harboring emotions from it. But you think because you just went and maxed out in the gym, you're fine now. Okay, keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that, but you're going to find out. Or sadly, someone who's close to you going to find out too. Like, I just think people don't realize the consequences that comes with not fully addressing some of these things in proper ways, because it shows up in you in other ways that you yourself might not realize, but the people around you for sure do.
Like ignoring that big old elephant that's in the room, it sound cool when the elephant's over there in the corner, but then when it's sit on your chest, there's like you can't ignore it no more. Like it is literally there. Exactly. Like you cannot avoid it. It might be more messier to deal with now that you don't wait it instead of just
now you added more to it. Yeah,
like that's life for you though.
Life is so funny.
Okay,
I'm telling you, it's so hilarious how we just keep getting handed left and right. That's why it's important to understand, like we said, like it's an ongoing, never-ending cycle, because you can heal from stuff, but you're still gonna have things to deal with. So that's why it's important to deal with stuff while you can and as early as possible, because life gonna life, honey. More stuff is gonna come at you. Ain't nothing ever gonna be perfect around here.
Yeah.
And it don't matter how much money you make, it don't matter. So it's like, be healing from that old stuff, because if you don't, you just keep dog piling on yourself, and you're gonna eventually be a person that nobody wants to be around.
Yeah.
And that is something.
And then that's gonna be your new woe.
Right.
Like, oh, woe me, because
Right.
now nobody wants to hang out with me, or nobody
and
wants
again,
to.
not looking within themselves, not taking no
why would
accountability.
they?
Right.
Yeah, you Debbie
Everybody
Downer.
Thank you. Debbie Downer. And don't nobody ever want to be. It's so funny too, because, you know, I get in moments where I'm like, I'm not in the mood, and somebody invite me out, and I have to be honest, like, nah, because if I come, I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer. You don't want me around. You have to be real with yourself, bro. And I don't think a lot of people do. It might not even be like I'm just in a shitty mood or something happened to me. It's just one of them days.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood, but I'm gonna be real with my friend.
I
Like,
ain't got the
look,
space
baby,
to absorb nothing else.
I can't do it tonight. Even my homegirl last night invited me out. I'm like, girl, I'm tired. I was not doing none of that. You got that. Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna be no fun out there with you. So you go ahead and do that, because I am not gonna be fun. I'm gonna be giving one of them mean bougie things in the club, like, who think she better than everybody, because I ain't
now
smiling.
Now she gonna be holding up the wall.
I ain't gonna be drinking. I ain't gonna be smiling. I'm gonna just be sitting there with an RBF scrolling down TikTok. And God forbid I got an AirPod in one of my ears listening to them. That's what I'm saying. I knew it wasn't for me last night. So,
but that's where being
I had to be
honest
real.
with yourself.
Yeah, I had to be real with her, and she was respectful. She liked that. I mean, which most of my friends do. I don't hang around nobody who's gonna be mad at me for not going out with them. So
okay, you'll be all right.
Thank you. Boundary again. Set them with the people, and if they don't,
the only people that got an issue with the boundaries, the people trying to break them.
Yes. Absolutely. 100%.
And that's what the boundary's for. So
those
like,
people.
yeah, it's for those people. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah, but don't forget, man, this stuff is not linear. It's not gonna look perfect every day. Some days you're not gonna have the answer, but you gotta just still keep getting up and going and doing that stuff. Like, sad, tired, happy, mad, angry.
You gotta keep going.
Got to get up and keep doing. Because I promise y'all, ain't nobody coming to save you. And I think that's something a lot of people need to realize for sure. Nobody's coming to save you, Bookie. Only you can save yourself. Okay? And if you sitting around thinking it's going to change overnight, you really far behind. Because what they say, faith without works is dead. You can believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but it ain't going to happen without you putting in the work to get through that
He can save you, but if he threw you the circle and you ain't get in it, then what? Then what?
Then you blaming him.
Okay.
Another person except yourself. And he can only do what something. You got to do something.
But you got to move forward.
You got to do something, honey. You got to do something. But nah, that's real. That's real. I like this one. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. How y'all feeling? Like, is there anything y'all been relapsing on? Some habits y'all done went back to that maybe you're not too proud of? You ain't got to share all your business in the comments. Okay. We don't want you to do all that if you ain't comfortable. But
it could be something as simple about that midnight snack you know you ain't supposed to be doing.
I felt hit. Yeah.
Stink.
Because you know I went down on my sugar intake. And then midnight snacks.
That's trying to call your name.
Yeah.
You little something sweet.
She called me out on that one.
I didn't mean to.
But that's okay.
But
accountability.
Yes,
right.
Yes. You can't ignore the elephant now. Don't let it sit on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get up. I won't eat it tonight.
But anyways.
Make sure y'all like it, comment, subscribing, sharing, all that good jazz. Comment, let us know how y'all feel. And can't wait to see y'all again next week. All right?
All right. Bye.